bought a jersey. Yes, it finally happened. I officially have a jersey. Came March 17th, so I've had it for a little bit, just haven't had the chance to make a video yet. But I felt like a little kid on Christmas. This jersey had me feeling like Sid Phillips.
It came! It finally came! The big one.
Anyone pick up on that? No? Just me? Alright. The journey I had to go on to actually get this was extremely tedious and also kind of funny, so I just wanted to share that with all of you. So let's go back early to mid-December. The holidays are getting closer. I'm in the car with my dad. We're driving to the dentist. He says, "Son, have you thought about anything you might like as a gift this year for Christmas?" I said, "Yeah, I was thinking maybe a football jersey." "Which one?" And me, knowing my father, just took a deep breath and said, "You know that Vietnamese keeper that saved Alex Morgan's penalty at the Women's World Cup?" "Yes." And then there was just silence. And do you know what my oh-so-loving father said? "Jesus Christ, you weirdo. Fuck no, absolutely not. Buy that with your own money." So that's exactly what I did. Now, you may be looking at me right now and go, "Hold on, that's not Kim Tan's jersey." Or you may not, because I have a feeling 90% of you have no idea who I'm talking about. But to your first response, you'd be correct. It isn't. But let me ask you this. Do you know how hard it is to find Vietnam jerseys in the first place when you don't live in Vietnam? As you can probably figure, it's pretty difficult to find ones that aren't blatant scams. And if you're clever enough to use context clues, you can determine that this isn't the jersey that I initially wanted. I originally wanted the 2021-2022 yellow goalkeeper jersey, but like I said, I could not find any websites selling these that weren't blatantly obvious scams. Like, these websites should have just put a big poster on their front page that said, "We want your credit card information," because that's about all they amounted to. Now, there was a singular website selling one that didn't look like as much of a scam, that being Thailand Original Made. You may or may not have heard of them, but I am not kidding you when I tell you they literally had one left in their entire inventory, and it was in the smallest size they offered. So pretty safe to say that one went out the window as well. Now, if you want to keep track of the chronological timeline, it's about mid to late February now, and I've given up on trying to find a company with any hope of professional name and number printing because I wanted Kim Tan's name and number on the back, alright? Now, I can assure you I scoured all over the internet for this. I clicked on every website that came up that had the words Vietnam and football in the same sentence, and I found absolutely nothing. So eventually, I went on to eBay. Now, I was actually surprised at how much Vietnam stuff eBay had, and when I say how much Vietnam stuff, I mean like 7 jerseys, but that's still 7 more than I expected, so I'll take it. No GK ones on there, but there were some pretty cool ones. There was one from the early 2000s that had a number 10 on it. That was kind of nice. But then there was also a guy selling a 2025-2026 home jersey and a 2025-2026 away jersey. Now, I refuse to buy the newer jerseys as they're manufactured by Bola, or however you pronounce that company's name. Now, I don't have any personal beef with that company, but they just don't look as cool. I don't know why we left Grand Sport for the national team jerseys. I mean, it was probably cheaper for them, but like, come on, the Grand Sport jerseys are undeniably better. Like, Grand Sport actually had sick designs. Like, that 2021-2022 goalkeeper jersey was like chef's kiss. That's actually one of the coolest goalkeeper jersey designs I've ever seen. VFF, please go back to Grand Sport for the national team jerseys. I don't care about what you do in the V-League. Bola can manufacture those or whatever. But for the national team jerseys, please go back to Grand Sport. Like, if it's a money thing, I will personally take out a loan and donate to the VFF just so you can go back to Grand Sport. Refusing to buy the newer jerseys, I eventually landed on the 2020 red home kit. This was the one I liked best. I thought it looked really cool. You know, it's unmistakably Vietnam, reasonably priced, and came from a really reliable guy in Singapore. Surprisingly, that isn't a joke. All he does is sell jerseys on there. He has like close to 1,400 reviews and 100% positive feedback. I'll leave the link to his eBay page in the description. No, this isn't sponsored. This guy's just really cool. Now, it is a little bittersweet that I got this after Vietnam failed to qualify for the 2027 Women's World Cup, which means I won't be able to wear this to support them at Brazil next year. Not that I'm going to Brazil, but you get the point. But I did get this in time for the U20 AFC Women's Asian Cup, which is happening at the start of April. So I will definitely be wearing this to cheer them on. Go Vietnam. and see if they can make the U20 Women's World Cup. That'd be awesome to see. In conclusion, despite Vietnam's recent heartbreak, I'm unbelievably happy to finally have a jersey. It's something I've wanted for a really long time. Matthew Chua, I freaking love you, man. You're super clutch. You're awesome. Thanks for throwing in this football Pokemon card thing. That was cool of you. Anyways, I wish you all the best, and as always, go Golden Star Warriors.
Đang thấy màu này em thích hoa gì, nụ cười bé xinh xuân ngời, người làm sao xuyến tim